Afternoon baseball now on the show from Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. Twins baseball comes your way next. Jose Barrios gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, Matty, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
Hit on the ground to third. Fielded by Moustakas. Throw on to first. In time, 1 away. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
Here's Chris Davis now. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem I think at times hitters have a little bit difficult time.
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Next for the Tigers, Jonathan Schoop. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Ready on 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Polanco right there on to first, and there were 2 down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Miguel Cabrera, runner in scoring position with 2 runs. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Three and 0 now. The 3-0 pitch finds the zone, strike one.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Davis at second with 2 down. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Into the box for his first at-bat in this one, Nicholas Castellanos. Showing some definite confidence at the plate right now, and his recent numbers are reflecting that. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's 4 for 13. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. Tigers nothing. Twins coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Alex Cobb will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
Here's Brian Dozier now, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Number 2, Brian Dozier.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Yeah, Matty, the thing I'm focused on with this lineup is the fact that they love to run. They lead the league in stolen bases. They're not afraid to take that extra bag. It's going to put the defense on their heels. Be on the lookout for that today.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. There's the knuckle curve laid off. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. It's 1-2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. The 2-2 one more time. And he fouls this one off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Here's Miguel Sano. Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, this is like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Comes set with the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More from Minneapolis following this. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down in the zone to get himself back in this count.
And this will be fouled away. Pulled toward right center field. Dozier ranging into shallow right. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let me tell you about outfielder Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon. One of the best in the business out there, covering a ton of room in the outfield, gap to gap, with one of the most accurate arms in the game.
Digging in, James McCann. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming, here it is. fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's batting .500, 6 for 12. 2 of those hits were for home runs. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Fouled off. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Into the box now, Christian Stewart, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard on the ground towards short. Polanco loves it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Logan Morrison. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 1-1 pitch. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. And the Twins have something brewing right away. It's a leadoff double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Coming to the plate now, Byron Buxton. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way. Ripped down the first base line. This is foul for the first strike. 0-1 delivery. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And a fastball just a bit up.
I don't blame him for not coming over the hard of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Buxton ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike. On deck, Mike Moustakas. The 3-1 pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Morrison stands at second with no outs. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Batting 7th, third baseman.
Up next for Minnesota, Mike Moustakas. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
I heard so many pitchers in my career in the dugout talk about you're only 1 pitch away from getting out of a nasty situation. This is perfect right here. A strikeout or a double play, and he can get right back in control of this inning.
Hit hard to the right side. To Iglesias for 1 on the Cabrera, and it's a double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. A throw to the plate, the tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. Nothing doing here for the Twins. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Time now for the 3rd inning to get underway from Target Field. Stepping in, Leonis Martin, and he'll start out their half of the 3rd, top of the order to follow.
Martin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss, 1-1. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Buxton comes on now, and he has it 1 down. So with 1 gone now, we get a look at where these guys sit in the current division standings, and you can see them staring up at a 5-game deficit entering play today. Leadoff man retired now for the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. First delivery to him on the way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Dozier fields it cleanly, and there's out number 2.
The batter, number 3. Designated hitter.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Chris Davis, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Here comes the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. And that one stayed up a little high. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Is offered at and missed for the first strike.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Third inning, no score to this point. He'll try it again. 3-2. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jonathan Schoop. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Davis leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. This is line to left. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. The next twin up, Wilson Ramos. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
Wilson Ramos.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Here's another 0-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Standing in now, Jorge Polanco. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. This one's down to third. Candelario takes it in, and that's the second out.
The second baseman, number 2, Brian Dozier.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Dozier hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. Up around the face.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Ready for another chance? Miguel Cabrera. He'll lead it off here against Jose Barrios.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hard liner to center field. Buxton patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Nick Castellanos now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jeimer Candelario. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Here he comes on 2-0. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one, he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
Stepping in now, James McCann, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there, getting the ball in, is going to wind up costing him.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
In now, Christian Stewart, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Right side, hit hard. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Here's Leonis Martin. And the first pitch misses to him. It's ball one. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. After it is Blackman. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Ramos has got it, but he's not going to have a play, and they'll allow him to reach first after the strikeout. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Two-0 count. The pitch too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here too.
Here it is on 3-0. He loses him on ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Here's Chris Davis now. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Looking to minimize the damage here. And there's ball 1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. 1-2 now. Down the third baseline. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Tigers 2 and the Twins 0. Striding in once again, Eddie Rosario. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
0-1 is a splitter that misses for the first ball. Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's one away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Miguel Sano. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Now another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
The 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Charlie Blackmon.
Digging in to try it again, Charlie Blackmon. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Cobb into the windup. First pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. Set to deliver the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
He tried to climb the ladder right there, and I don't blame him. Now he's got those sights elevated. Don't be surprised with something off speed in the dirt.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And it will end the inning thanks to a little help from his first baseman, and that'll be that. Down go the Twins in order. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in once again, Jonathan Schoop.
Second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
Now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Here it comes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. So that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Fastball that just misses inside.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
This one's down to third. Moustakas has it. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
First baseman number 24, Miguel Cabrera.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Miguel Cabrera. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First pitch on its way. There's a strike. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Lays off 2-2 now. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Rounding first is Cabrera on his way to second now. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now. So this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Nick Castellanos now, as he'll take a look at ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1-1 strike. Cabrera leads off second with one gone in the inning. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's the 0-1. Hard ground ball to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Catcher, James McCann.
Ready for another shot now, James McCann. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Tigers strand a pair as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Now it will be the Minnesota DH, Logan Morrison. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Here's Byron Buxton now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 14 homers and 47 RBIs. The 1-0. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the wind-up most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball, and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. 3-1 the count now. Buxton leads off first with one away. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
First and second now, one man out. Back to him, and that's off his leg. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. So striding in, Jorge Polanco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Grounded foul off to the right side. Cobb comes set. 0-1 on its way. And that one just missed outside. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Here's a high pop-up. Iglesias is there for it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Twin strand a pair. They're down 2-0. Ready once again, Christian Stewart. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Christian Stewart.
On his way to pitch number 100. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. A shot down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And another foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to short. Polanco is up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Leonis Martin.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Leonis Martin. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Behind 0-2 now. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Rosario back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
The shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Iglesias. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Here's Brian Dozier now, and Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch on its way. Popped him up. McCann over to his left, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Up next for Minnesota, right fielder, Eddie.
Digging in once again, Eddie Rosario. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stewart has a beat on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Miguel Sano, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Cobb's ready. First pitch on the way. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. We're through the first 6 innings with the Tigers on top, and before we start the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Twins, number 36, Brad Rock.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Davis. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike. The 0-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. A fastball that just misses inside. Swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
The 2-2. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good take there, as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jonathan.
Ready for another shot now. Jonathan Scope. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Picking on the first pitch as this is on the ground towards short. And that's the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Miguel Cabrera. He doubled his last time through. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. And that's too high, ball 2. Brock, a native of New Jersey, the Garden State as it's known. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Two-0 count, the pitch. 2 balls and a strike to count. Here's the 2-1 home. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Davis rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Nick Castellanos now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Now the 1-0. A ball and a strike now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
The 1-1 home. Hit hard up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jeimer Candelario. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Cabrera at second. Castellanos is over at first with 1 away. There's one well above the zone for a ball.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box now, James McCann, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And his head-to-head matchup numbers with Brad Brock, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Christian Stewart checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0. 2 down, runners at first and second. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. You're going to get a swing outside the zone, 1-1. Might as well fish a little bit further.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 7th inning stretch upcoming here in the Twin Cities. Tigers are out in front, 4-0. Leading off the inning, Charlie Blackmon, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder. Driven to deep right field. Castellanos racing back, and it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 24 home runs for him on the season. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Into the box, Logan Morrison. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. No outs, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
The center fielder, number 25. Byron.
Riding in once again, Byron Buxton. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
Oh and 1, here it comes. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Morrison on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Byron Buxton is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And you see it there on your screen. Strikeout number 100 for him on the year, and that ain't bad. Into the box, Mike Moustakas. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's set. Here it comes. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. That's a 1-1, a fastball high. 2-1 now. Hit weakly back to the mound. To Iglesias for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 4-1 game. Ryan Presley has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Ryan Presley.
Here's Leonis Martin. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Leonis Martin.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Here it comes, 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as he will look at a curveball right on the black. Apparently, it's strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit high. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. The 1-2 is low and outside for a ball. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Detroit, number 30, Alex Wilson.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Past numbers against Alex Wilson, he's 1 for 4.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. Wilson is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
2-1, here it is. Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat, 3-1.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull the trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8.
The batter, number 11, shortstop.
Up next for Minnesota, Jorge Polanco. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left. And that's in there, base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Brian Dozier. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. First delivery to him on the way. And a slider tails outside for ball one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Right to him. The second for one on to Cabrera, and it's a double play.
Right fielder number 20, Eddie Rosario.
The next twin up, Eddie Rosario. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in. You haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
Ramos at third with 2 away.
Nope.
And it's 1-1. Past numbers against Alex Wilson. He's 0 for 5. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, that's a big pick-me-up right there. After the ground ball double play, that runner at third could have been stranded. Big, and I mean big, 2-out base hit.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, picking up your teammates right there. You know, after grounding into a double play, you watch your teammate go back to the dugout dejected, costing his team 2 outs, and you find a way to bail him out. Nice piece of hit.
Here's Miguel Sano. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Twins get a run on 2 hits. 9th inning coming up. The Tigers lead it 4-2. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ripped down the line. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here if the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Miguel Cabrera.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Ready with the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. One and two, here it comes. Fouled off.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Well, you can't fault the fielder for being aggressive. He sold out to try to catch this thing, but he comes up empty, and the ball just squirts by him. High risk, high reward move that just didn't pay off.
Standing in now, Nicholas Castellanos, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 is taken down and in for a ball. And he chases after ball three, and instead it's 2-1.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 2-2. One out and a runner on second base. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And foul, though it had the home run distance. The 2-2 one more time. Fastball down near the shoe tops. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. As with two away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes over to third, and he nails him at third. Great throw. Tigers are shut down there as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Shane Green comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 61, Shane Green.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Charlie Blackmon. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat, he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike one to start the at-bat. Here it comes, 0-2. Fouled away. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Hit hard towards second, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Logan Morrison. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First offering on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him.
Well, they've been struggling at the dish all game long, so stringing 2 hits back-to-back, one of them for extras, is a sign that they've got some life in them. We'll see if they can cash in here.
Max Kepler will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 26, Max Kepler.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He enters this at-bat 1 for 2 with a walk. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Blackman on third. Kepler stands at second. No outs. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
The 2-1 home. Chopped toward the second baseman. He's got to hurry. Throw on to first will be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. Head-to-head battles with Shane Green. He's a .333 hitter. Set and the pitch. And a pitch out. Perhaps they thought the squeeze would be on. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. A man at third with 1 away. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And he struck him out. And wouldn't this be something if he could work out of this with that 1-run lead still in check?
The catcher, number 40.
So stepping in, Wilson Ramos, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A high fastball is in there. The 0-1 turned on down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Final strike for the Twins. 1-2 to the Twins catcher.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Squared that one up just a little late. Another try at 2-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Iglesias is up with it. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the Tigers bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
A 1-run finish, 4-3 the final tally today. Detroit took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Alex Cobb gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Jose Barrios pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Shane Green closes the door for the save, his 32nd of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.